Okay, so we will start with our class today. Yeah, last class we just we did the word problems, statement problems of percentage, and I think it is clear to you how to do the statement problems in percentage statement problems. Clear to you, right? Please turn off your audio because I can hear all what you are telling from your home. Is it clear? Okay. So we started last class. We completed with some statement problems from percentage lesson, and I gave you some homeworks. Today I send the answers also. I hope you have done it and you have understood how to do the problems. And I know that you might have forgotten how to do some of the problems and all. So please do check your previous textbook. I know that it is with you. Please check the textbook and then you do it. Okay.
I don't understand some word problems.
Word problems?
Word problems I don't understand.
You will understand. I told you personally.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Please ask the person who have opened the YouTube to close. I can hear the sound of YouTube there. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is that two more problems we will do from the same exercise. That is exercise, which was the exercise we were doing? Exercise 8B, right? We were doing the questions from exercise 8B. In that, two more questions we will do it. That is the first question. We will do the 9th question. Okay, leave the space for writing the question and start. Read the question thoroughly. The question is, in a school, out of 300 students, 70% are girls. In a school, out of 300 students, 70% are girls and 30% are boys. If 30 girls leave and now no new boys is admitted, what is the new percentage of girls in the school? That is, in a school, out of 300 students, 70% are girls and 30% are boys. If 30 girls leave and no new boys is admitted, what is the new percentage of girls in the school? That's a question. So we got the things there. We know what all things are given. And we have to do it. What all things are given there? Total number of students is given, right? Don't go for this chart. It is there for our next class, okay? The 9th question. The total students is given. Total students. What is the number of total students is? 300. 300 is the total number of students. And then we are known only the percentage of boys and girls. So we have to find the percentage, number of boys and girls there. So number of girls. Number of girls. It is given as 70% are girls. 70% of 300 are girls.
Hi everyone.
So
Welcome.
Percentage of 300. So how you will find 70% of 300? 70 by 100
70.
into 70 by 100 into 300. So what you are getting there, the answer?
10.
210. So there are 210 students, girl students in that school. 210 girls are there in the school. Now, do we have to find the number of boys there? Do we have to find the number of boys?
No.
Is it necessary?
No.
No,
Yes.
it's not necessary. Okay, okay, we will see. We will come to that as we are doing them. Now, what you have given there in that question. Out of this 300 students, we found that 210 are girls. And how many girls left the school?
30.
How many girls? 30
30.
girls left the school, right? So, number of girls students left. Number of girls left. What is that? 30 students, isn't it? 30 students. 30 girls left. Now, what will be the number of girls there? New number.
180.
210 minus 30.
210 minus. Okay. So here, new number of girls. New number of girls. New total for girls. That is 210 minus 30. What you will get?
80.
180. So the new number of girls is 180. So we got the girls' number. Now what is asked in the question?
Percentage.
Read the question. Percentage of girls in the school. What is the new percentage of girls in the school? How you can find the new percentage of girls? How you can find the
180.
new percentage of girls?
180 by 300 into 100%.
300. Will that total number be 300?
180
From
by
that 30 already left, isn't it?
180
Will
by
the total
270
students be 300 now also? As 30 girls already left that school. What will be the new strength of the school?
270.
270.
270. That is 300 minus 30. That also you have to find because already 30 students are left from the school, right? Is it clear to you?
But we already minus number of girls in like 180, no ma'am?
1 minute, 1 minute. What is your name? I'm not getting your name. Ashna, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ashna asked me. Okay.
Yes,
Ashna,
ma'am.
here, number of girls is 70% of 300. That we got it as 210.
Yes,
Understood?
ma'am.
From that girls number, we have subtracted 30. Girls only left the school. So girls number, we have subtracted 30 and we got 180. So the new number of girls. So the new strength of the girls is 180, not the whole total school's strength. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Out of 300, 210 are girls. That is what we found.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? And then from that 30 girls already left the school. So here 210 minus 30. That girls number is 180, not the total. From the total we didn't subtract 30. Okay. So what will be the strength of the school now? If 30 students
270.
left, 270. I hope all of you, it's clear to you. Okay. So the new strength of what will be? New total. Total is equal to 300 minus 30, that is 270. That till here it is clear, I hope so. Okay, now we have to find the percentage of girls. The new percentage. The new percentage of girls is equal to, what's the new number of girls here? 180. 180 by the new total 270 into 100%. I hope you understood. Did you get it? All of you?
Yes.
At least, yes. Okay. I'll just explain once again. This you find it out. The answer you find. Once again, I'll tell. Total students is 300. Out of that, 70% are girls and 30% are boys. So here the question only deals with the girls case. So there is no use, but you should know that how many boys are, no, how many percentage of boys already given there. It's okay, no problem. We don't have to use that. We don't have to find it also. So number of girls is 70% of 300. So 70% 300, we found it as 210. Then number of girls is 30. That is left. The girls who left the school is 30. So the new number of girls is equal to 210 minus 30. That is 180. Now new total of the school. New total students. Number of students in that school is 300 minus 30. That is 30 already left. Okay. So we got it as 270. Now the new percentage of girls is equal to 180 by 270 into 100. What you got the answer there?
200 by 3.
200 by 3. Is that the correct answer? You have to reduce it and write.
Yes. Yes.
66. 66 2 by 3 percentage. You should get this answer, 66 2 by 3 percentage. So when I corrected your midterm examinations paper, what I found is that I told you in the fraction case, you have to write it in the lowest form. But that is not being done there in your paper. Many of you, not all I am telling, few of you. Few of you didn't reduce this into the smallest fraction. So I told you in fractions, you should write it in the lowest form. Yeah? Okay, so here also you have to, I hope it is clear to you. Is it clear? Shall I go to the next question?
Yes.
Okay. Next is 11th question. Read that 11th question.
11.
11th question.
An ore contains
11th question is, an ore contains 20% zinc. How many kilograms of ore will be required to get 45 kilograms of zinc? Read it once again. An ore contains 20% zinc. How many kilograms of ore will be required to get 45 kilograms of zinc? What do you understand from this question? What do you understand from this question? In an ore, have you studied ore? What is ore you have studied
Yes.
in chemistry? Yes. What is
Yes.
ore? Ore, can you tell me? I don't know.
Forgot.
It is a compound, right? Mixture of several. Is it a compound?
No.
I'm asking you. Yes, okay. So in this ore, there is zinc. Particular amount of zinc is there. Zinc also you have studied. Okay. Particular amount, different elements will be there in ore, right? So here, zinc is there. Zinc is one of the element there. That is, how many percentage of zinc is there? 20% of zinc is there in that ore. So they are asked that what will be the quantity of ore if there is 45 kilograms of zinc? How many kilograms of ore will be required to get 45 kilograms of zinc? What is that? How you can find it out? Did you get the question? Did you get the question? Did you understand the question?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes. No,
No.
no.
Yes.
Anthony told no. Abel told no. Okay. Listen.
No.
Here it is. An ore contains 20% zinc. So what will be the amount of ore needed to get 45 kilograms of zinc? How you will get it? Just think once again. You just think it. Like, one minute. I'll just start doing it on the board. Okay. And then we will explain together. I'll explain with
Okay.
that. Okay, so the 11th
Miss,
question.
Okay.
let the kilogram of
Okay. Percentage of zinc. That only we know, right? Isn't it? Percentage of
Yes.
zinc in that ore. How much it is there? 20 percentage. Percentage of zinc in that ore is 20 percentage. Now what we have to find? We have to find the weight of the ore, right? We have to find
let
the weight of the ore. So here it is 45 kilograms because we have to find 45 kilograms of zinc. I'm just writing it in, don't write this, just understand, okay? So we have to find this 45 kilograms and what is this? 20 percentage of ore is equal to 45 kilograms.
kilogram.
That is what we need, right? 45 kilograms is what we need, the zinc we need. So how many kilograms of ore is needed there? That's the question. Now did you get it? Now did you get it? All of you?
Yes.
Did you get it? 20 percentage of ore, we should get it as 45 kilograms. So what is the amount of ore that is needed there? So what we will going to take is let X be let X be the ore, so weight of ore. Let X be the weight of ore. Is it clear? Let X be the weight of ore. So here 20 percentage of ore is equal to 45 kilograms of zinc. Zinc I have put it in the bracket there for you to understand. Okay. So here 20 percentage of X is equal to 45 kilograms. 20 by 100 into X is equal to 45 kilograms. X is equal to 45 kilograms into 100 by, I hope this is clear how it came into 100 by 20. Here it is division, so I made it into reciprocal. You can do it. So we have to find this X. Find that X. What is X here?
125.
Or wait. 125?
200.
225, very good. That is 225 kilograms of ore is needed to get 45 kilograms of zinc. Did you understand this? I'll explain. Once again, I'll tell you. That is percentage of zinc inside an ore is 20 percentage. Here ore means, you know, it is a compound mixture of elements. Okay. So here percentage of zinc in ore is 20 percentage. So how many ore, how much kilograms? So what will be the weight of the ore to get 45 kilograms of zinc? So what will be the weight of the ore to get 45 kilograms of zinc? So here 20 percentage of the ore is equal to 45 kilograms. So we have to find the weight of ore. So the weight of ore, we took it as X. Let X be the weight of ore. And so 20 percentage of X is equal to 45. So that simplifying, so we are getting the weight of ore is equal to 225 kilograms. Weight of ore is equal to 225 kilograms. I hope you all understood it. All of you got it? Okay, so now I'll give you some homework. Leave the space for writing the homework because I think 4 or 5 homeworks will be there. Four or five, 6 or 7 homeworks will be there from this chapter. Okay. Now, for that you leave some space, some pages you leave it, and then we will start with the new chapter. Some portions, I'm skipping some of the portions, that is percentage change. So when we join our school, we will start. Understood? So when we are going to start our classes in school, we will be doing that portion. Now, the next chapter that we are going to start with is profit, loss, and discount. That is chapter 9. Homework chapter 9. Homework I'll give you later in WhatsApp. So here it is a chapter 9. So leave the space. I told you 6 or 7 problems will be there, like this statement problems. And then we will start. So leave the space for that, pages for that chapter, that homework. So how much, according to your handwriting, you just leave that pages, okay? Just after the class, I will send the homework. Now, we will start with the new chapter, that is chapter 9, profit, loss, and discount. Profit, loss, and discount. Today's date, you put it. Chapter 9, profit, loss, and discount. Do you remember this chapter, what you studied in your 5th standard?
No.
Anything? No, clearly no. Okay, Pranav. So I'll just start with the introduction of this chapter. Here, one more thing. Here I have written the basic concept, or not basic concept, I will say that formulas to study for you to by heart it. Okay, these are the formulas we studied in 5th standard. But I'll take, once again I'll take it. This also I will send through WhatsApp. No need to sit and write it now when I'm taking the class. So listen to the class and then I'll send it. We will start doing the problem. This also I will send it through the WhatsApp. You can write it down at that time. Okay, so now you listen to. So we already studied what is profit, what is loss, and what discount. I don't remember. Did you study discount in lower classes in your 5th standard?
We don't know, miss.
I don't know, ma'am.
Okay. What about profit and loss? Do you remember that? I only took, for some of you,
No, ma'am. No,
that
ma'am.
also you didn't. So what do you mean by profit? Profit, profit, profit. Profit means, okay, gain, what we are gaining. That is what is here. It deals with cost price and selling price. You know what is cost price? When we go to a shop, when we buy something, and we are paying some amount there, that is we are buying it, isn't it? So that amount we call it as the cost price of an article. So here you are having what to say, when you're going to the store and you are buying a chocolate, 5-star you are buying. Small chocolate will start with 5-star, a small bar, 5 rupees, 5-star. So that 5 rupee here, we call it as the cost price. Understood what is cost price? We are giving the amount and buying something, that is called as the cost price. And what is called as the selling price? Selling price means what? Selling price is your parents, you might have seen, you will be buying a car and sometimes you will be reselling it to buy a new one. So we will be selling a car. So we are getting some amount there. So that amount we call it as the selling price. Is it clear to you? With respect to me, I have a car with me and I'm going to sell that car. So the amount which I'm getting is called as a selling price. The selling price of the car, I have one car is there with me, so I have written it as selling price is 50,000. I'm going to sell this car for 50,000. So the 50,000 is the selling price of the car. Okay. So what is cost price also you understood, I hope so. When you go to the shop, you are buying something and you are paying the amount. So that is called as the cost price. And then the selling price, when we are selling something, we are getting the amount, that is called as the selling price. Okay, so the cost price and selling price is clear to you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I think many of them are leaving the class. I don't know why. And then you are joining again. Okay. I hope I want you to continue with the class, all of you, till the end. Okay. So you got what is selling price and what is cost price. So selling price and cost price. Cost price, we will be denoting it as CP. Cost price will be denoted as CP, and selling price, we are denoting it as SP. Cost price is denoted as CP and the selling price is denoted as SP. So I hope cost price and SP selling price is clear to you. Now we are going to start with the profit and loss. Okay. So I went to a shop. I bought, not shop I won't say, I bought a chocolate for 10 rupees. I bought a chocolate for 10 rupees. So here CP is rupees 10. I bought a chocolate for rupees 10. So CP is 10. Okay. Now I sold it to my friend for 12 rupees. I sold the same chocolate to my friend for how many rupees? 12 rupees. So I'm selling, the selling price will be what? Rupees 12. So I bought a chocolate for rupees 10 and I sold it for rupees 12. Clear? So we got the cost price and we got the selling price. So what I'm getting, I am losing the amount or I'm gaining some amount here?
Gaining.
Gaining. I'm getting some. That gaining is called as the profit. Here, that gain of amount. So I'm getting how many rupees I'm getting more for the chocolate? 2 rupees, right?
Extra.
2 rupees I'm getting. Extra 2 rupees I'm gaining. So that is called as the profit. Did you understand that? What is
Yes.
profit?
Yes.
And profit is also, okay. So profit is also called as gain. Gain and profit are same.
Yes.
Or gain. So here I am getting more amount here by selling an article. So I bought a chocolate for 10 rupees and I sold it for 12 rupees. So here I am getting a profit. So that is the profit or gain. So both you can use profit and gain. In your textbook it is given as gain, but profit and gain both are same. Okay, no problem in using both the cases. Okay, so I'm getting a gain. So how you are finding the gain there? How you are finding the gain here?
Writing 12 by 12 minus 10.
Yes, here we are subtracting the cost price from selling price. We are subtracting the cost price from the selling price.
Selling price.
So rupees 12 minus rupees 10, you will get it as rupees 2. Rupees 2. I hope is it clear to you how to find the gain?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if cost price,
Yes.
selling price is given, here one more common thing I'll tell you. Then you can find gain. When you can find gain, when SP is greater than CP. When SP is great, that is selling price is greater than cost price, you can find gain. You will get gain. Understood? When selling price is more than the cost price, you will gain more amount. Here, if selling price is less than cost price, what will happen?
We will lose money.
Any profit for us.
So here, I bought chocolate. Same, we will go for same question. I bought chocolate for 10 rupees. And I sold it for rupees 7. I bought a chocolate for rupees 10 and I
7
sold it
rupees.
for rupees
3
7.
rupees loss.
So what happens? I'm going to lose some amount, right?
3 rupees.
I am 3 rupees. So here it is loss. We are losing the amount. So for losing the amount, how you have to find is you have to subtract SP from CP. In this case, in the loss case, always CP will be greater than SP or SP is less than CP. Understood? Here, in the case of loss, always the SP will be lesser than CP. CP means cost price. Selling price will be less than cost price. Is it clear to you? This is the case of gain. And in the case of loss, what will happen? SP is less than CP. In the case of gain, SP is greater than CP. And in the case of loss, SP is less than CP. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
Okay. So now, just look into this section, this chart. The first section we will look. See. Can you see this clearly? Can you
No.
see this one?
No, miss.
No, it's not clear. It's not clear. Okay. Nice. Now is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here, see. So see here. If SP is greater than CP, if SP is greater than CP, what is happening? We are getting a profit. Understood? We are getting a profit. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. And from this derivation, we are finding the rest of the things. That is SP you can find and also CP you can find. When profit and cost price is given, you can find the selling price. And if selling price and profit is given, you can find the cost price. Clear to you?
Yes.
Write this in a notebook, ma'am.
It is you. I will send it with the WhatsApp. You can write it afterwards. Now you listen to the class. Leave the space for writing that also. After writing the chapter's name, one page you leave because many are there coming. So that all you write it and then later on I'll explain what is that formulas. You have to study that formulas by heart. Understood? Now, next is selling price is less than cost price. Selling price is less than cost price. You are getting loss. You will get loss. Okay. So loss is equal to CP minus SP. SP is equal to CP minus loss. CP is equal to SP plus loss. So these are very, very important for you. You should know it. Either you use the technique because loss is coming, then CP will be greater than SP. That should be there in your mind. And when gain is coming, CP is smaller than SP. Whatever it is, you just keep it in your mind. These are very important. These are the basic rules for cost price and selling price to find this profit and loss, or find the cost price, or find the selling price if all the other things are given to you. Okay. So shall we do some problems here?
Yes.
Okay. So leave one page for writing this formula, and then I'll give it through the WhatsApp. You can copy it.
Okay.
Okay. So we will start with the problem. The first problem is find profit or loss. Just write it. Find
Profit and loss.
profit or loss. Find profit or
Profit or loss.
loss. So you will be given the selling price, you will be given the cost price. You have to find whether it is a loss or whether it is a profit. Okay, by looking it. So the first question for that is, cost price is equal to rupees 12 and 40 paise. Selling price is equal to rupees 13.60 paise. Cost price is given as rupees 12.40 and selling price is given as rupees 13.60.
Price minus cost price.
It is
What
profit.
is it? Here you are getting profit or loss?
Profit.
Profit you are getting. So you have to find profit. What is the formula to find the profit?
Minus cost price.
Profit is equal to SP minus.
Minus
Just you write it down. Understood? Here you have to write the formula there. So profit is equal to SP minus
CP.
CP. That is equal to rupees 13.60 minus rupees 12.40. Give me the
Rupees
answer.
1.20. Rupees 1.20.
1.20 you will say?
No. 20.
Rupees 1 and 20 paise.
1
What?
Amount, when you are telling amount, please listen. When you are telling
1
amount,
and
you have to
20
write
paise.
1 rupee and 20 paise. Rupees 1 and 20 paise. Okay, that way you have to see. So here you are getting it as rupees 1 and 20 paise or rupees 1.20. Rupees 1.20. I hope all of you got it.
Yes.
Okay, so for the next question, second question. Second question. Okay, SP is equal to rupees 235 and CP is equal to rupees 4,388. SP is given as rupees 5,230.
It is profit.
CP,
Profit.
read the question once again. SP is given as rupees 5,235 and CP is given as rupees 4,388. Which is bigger here?
SP.
SP is bigger. Okay, when I wrote it in this, I wanted you to check once again. So here, SP is bigger, so it is profit again. Profit again. So that is SP minus CP. SP is equal to rupees 5,235 minus 4,388. Find the answer. What answer you will get? Finished? What answer you are getting here?
Rupees 847.
47.
847. All of you got this answer?
Yes.
Shall I rub it?
Yes.
I will go for the third question. Third question is, CP is equal to 200. SP is equal to 198 rupees. Okay, I forgot right.
Loss.
CP is rupees 200 and SP is rupees 198. What do you get here?
Loss.
We are getting loss because here CP is greater than SP or SP is less than CP. So you are getting loss. How you will find loss?
CP minus
P minus SP.
CP.
Okay. 200 minus rupees 198.
Rupees 2.
Rupees 2. Not rupee 2, rupees 2, rupee 1. Rupee 1 only will say. Rupees, more than 1 rupees. Okay. So here rupees 2. Clear? So how to find profit and loss? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now question will go. SP is equal to rupees 18,540. Loss is equal to rupees 1935. Find cost price. The question, different one question I have given. SP is equal to rupees 18,500.
SP plus loss.
SP minus
One
loss.
minute. Let me explain it first. Read the question first. Loss is equal to rupees 1,935. What is the CP? You have to find the cost price. How you will find the cost price?
Loss.
Cost price is equal to
Loss.
SP SP
SP
plus
SP plus
loss loss
isn't it?
Yes.
Cost price is equal to SP plus loss.
loss
So here, what is SP? Rupees 18,540 plus rupees 1,935.
1935.
What is the answer there? Find it.
20,000
20,475.
20,000
37,895.
0375.
85.
Once again, you just
30,485.
7,895. 37,000.
375.
30,485.
37,895.
1 minute. How you are adding it? Plus 1935. This is the way you have to add.
Yes.
20,400
0375.
30,485.
20,475.
485. So rupees 20,475.
75.
While you are adding, be careful for writing the numbers. Okay, I don't know who told me the answer as 37,000 and all. They have written it like this. Those who got 37,000, they might have write the answer. Addition might have done like this. This is the wrong way of doing. Please be careful while doing the addition and writing the places of numbers given to you. Okay, I hope it is finished. Now, fifth question. Fifth question. SP is equal to rupees 5,235. Another one we already done the same number. We will do with this one also. 847. Gain is equal to rupees 847. Find
Minus gain.
here what it is. CP is equal to
SP minus gain.
SP minus gain.
SP minus gain. Okay, good. SP minus gain. So SP is equal to 47 minus, sorry for this. SP is rupees 5,235 minus rupees 847. Find the answer.
Thousand 388.
388. 4,388.
4,000 rupees. 4,388. Got it? I hope all of you understood it.
Yes.
So did you understand how to find SP, CP, profit and loss if all these things are mixed match and given to you?
Yes.
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 So,
No.
no, what you didn't understand? Who told no that? Tavio Biju. What you didn't understand here? Tell me. Tavio. When you are getting the formulas, it will be more clear to you. Okay, I'll send the formulas to you, then it will be very much clear.
Okay.
This section, I hope it is clear. And those who are having any doubt in that percentage questions, okay, personally you contact me through WhatsApp. I'll clear it. Your doubts I'll clear. Okay, personally, that I told in the earlier classes itself, I told you, if you are having any doubts in the this lesson taken, you can personally contact me through the WhatsApp. And I'll clear it. Some of them are doing it, that's why I'm telling. Okay, so if you Ashna only asked me the doubt that you didn't understand some question, so you can ask me through the WhatsApp and I'll clear it out. And this also I'll send. And
Not Ashna,
this
ma'am.
form-
Ashna, ma'am.
Ashna, okay, sorry, Ashna. So this one also I'll send, and the homework to be done also I'll send through WhatsApp today. And you can write it down and do the homework today itself, because tomorrow I'll give some homeworks from this written and right, because in your textbook this section is not there. Because you already have studied it in your 5th standard. That is why this section is not there in your textbook. Textbook, it is starting with percentage, profit percentage and loss percentage. But I am revising it because I know that after previous year 6th standard subject portions also I am not remembering now. That is why I am just revising that chapter, 5th standard chapter here in this class.
Yes,
So,
it is the 9A first.
9.
9A first. It is the.
But there also I think it is profit percentage. Find gain or loss percent it is given. One more sentence, one more word is there. Did you see that? 9A first section, it is find gain or loss percent if. That is percentage you have to find. So before reaching percentage, you should study the other things. The basic concept you should know. Then only we can go for the complex ones. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Some problems I'll give from this. I'll give some problems to you to do today itself. Tomorrow I'll give from this chapter, and today I'll give it from the chapter before chapter. What is that? Percentage lesson. I told you for 5 or 6 or 7. I am not sure about it. That much questions I'll give you. So today itself you complete that, and tomorrow I'll give this profit and loss lesson some homework, so that it will be easy for you to follow it, because Friday we are having one more class, maths class, WebEx. Okay, so take care. Bye.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you.